Hello my dear friends and welcome to my channel. My name is Barbara and today we're going to be looking at North Node in Pisces, South Node in Virgo. So we're excited to get into this video. This video is for you if you do have these placements in your chart, or if you're a cross watcher, welcome as well. So the North Node is our destiny, our dharma, our life purpose. They say that once we do complete that North Node that we actually do ascend out of this plane, okay, that we cross over. Now you can look at this as something that you're working towards throughout your whole life, okay? So it's not something that you complete overnight. It's your overall life purpose, right? So once your life purpose is done, you're out of here. Then you have the South Node. So the South Node is where we've come from. Some people say it's the most recent past life, but overall the South Node energy is something that you've already mastered in a past life. You're already comfortable with that energy. You know what you're doing, right? You're not meant to focus on that in this lifetime. You're meant to get out of that energy. You're meant to focus on the North Node. What tends to happen is a lot of people focus on the South Node because it's familiar, it's comfortable to them, all these sorts of things. So you're actually not meant to focus on it. You're meant to take yourself out of that and focus on the North Node. So to understand where we're going, which is North Node in Pisces, we have to look at where we've come from. So if you have a South Node in Virgo in a past life, you could have been someone who's very much about the day-to-day, right? You could have been someone who is, again, about routine, doing everything the same every day, every week is the same, all these sorts of things, and you enjoyed it, you thrived in it, okay? You could have been someone who, again, worked in, again, these earth signs are very much about the earth plane, okay? So they're very much about the earth plane, so you could have worked an everyday job, and they could have been like an accountant or a lawyer or whatever, banker, whatever. This could have manifested differently for different people. But again, it's a job that is part of the physical reality, okay? You didn't really care to think too much outside of the box, and you were like, okay, this is what I'm doing, and I'm gonna achieve these things, and I really want to have my like routine, okay? It was all about routine for you. You were meant to master that in a past life. Also, what's interesting actually was coming through to mention is if you have this South Node in Virgo, you could have been someone even who dealt with illness in a past life, okay? You could have been someone who dealt with health and healing in one way, shape, or form. So you could have been a healer in one way, shape, or form. Maybe you were a doctor, right? Again, because Virgo is all about the physical plane, so it manifests this way for them. But you could have been an alternative doctor as well, okay? Kind of like a shaman or something of that sort, because Virgo is also highly psychic, okay? Because they bounce off of Pisces, that's something that a lot of people do and tend to forget, right? So this is also what Virgo is all about, but really mainly it was all about the day-to-day. You could have dealt with some sort of illness or health or healing or something of that sort in a past life, where you maybe healed yourself or you're working with healing others. It's also all about service. So what could have happened in a past life for you was you could have put other people, right, at the expense of yourself. That's what tends to happen with Virgo, because they want to tend to everybody, they want to help everybody, but it's kind of like who helps them, right? So that's what you did in a past life. You've mastered that already, been there, done that. You don't care about that anymore, right? In this current day lifetime, you are now in the North Node in Pisces, okay? Pisces is all about the spiritual planes, okay? They tend to be not very grounded. You already mastered that in a past life. So you could be in a circumstance right now in your current day lifetime where it allows you to explore spirituality, right? So you mastered the physical plane in a past life, right? So maybe in this current day lifetime, you already have that mastered in one way, shape, or form, okay? So you have the physical plane mastered. Maybe you are in a situation where, again, your finances are secured, all these sorts of things, right? Where you can go into the crown, because you can only go into the crown when you master the physical plane, right? When you master the root chakra, really, at least currently in the current times that we're living in. So this is really what the North Node in Pisces is all about. It's all about spirituality. Important not to fall into drugs, okay? Because Pisces as an energy is really hard to handle on this earth plane, because again, they don't want to do the mundane, they don't want to do the boring, which is really what a lot of the earth plane is about. So if you ask me, right, they don't want to do the repetitive things. They want to be in their imagination, right? So they tend to be artists, they tend to be musicians, they tend to be poets, they tend to be writers, they tend to be very romantic. If you find a way to channel that crown chakra energy, you don't get too stuck in your minds, right? Because then you're escaping all the time. And that's what tends to happen with Pisces, why a lot of the time they tend to fall into drugs and all these sorts of things, addictions, because it's boring for them. This is really what it is. They want to be out of their body. So you have to find a constructive way to actually go about doing this. So this Piscean energy, the North Node in Pisces, can be someone who's interested in film, makeup, all these sorts of things, anything that creates an illusion, right? Anything, again, that conveys some form of spiritual message to the world, right? But you don't want to go about it like the mundane way. You've already mastered that. So you already have these skills, right? Because you have them, you can incorporate them into your current day reality now, okay? But once again, it's all about the crown, right? You're all about the crown, the imagination, the things, the romantics, all these sorts of things, art, beautiful things, classical music, these sorts of things. That's really what Pisces is all about. So this is what your current life purpose is. It really depends on the houses as well to see what area you're exactly going to be looking at spirituality in, okay? What you're going to be expanding spiritually in terms of that crown chakra. That depends on what house you have that North Node in. So this is my quick little video, North Node in Pisces, South Node in Virgo. Hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, please do like, share, and subscribe. And I hope you all have a beautiful rest of the day.